mad because I be like waiting for him to groove out, and then it just be like,
Mhm.
boom, done, no more. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good,
I'm doing good.
good. All
All
right.
right
How was your week?
then. Challenging but good.
Challenging but good.
Yes.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. It's always pleasant to hear that it's good.
Yes. It's always good to be good when you're great at what you do.
Great at what you do.
Great at what you do. What we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about
Child.
separating your emotions from the sex.
From woo.
Detaching the emotions from the physical.
From the
Yes.
physical child.
Are you able to do it? Why? Why not? What's your point of view? Stuff
Mm.
like that.
Stuff like that, like this, like that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna take her shit, but I like when she say that.
Okay. Conscious of.
Just go. Yeah. I would say it's a great topic. Because a lot of personal attachments that people gravitate towards are from sexual gratification,
Mm-hmm.
and not separating the two can have you in a whirlwind of emotional, mental, and physical anguish. Just saying. What you think?
I agree.
You just clicking away.
I know. I'm just doing the administrative side of this real
Administrative
quick.
side.
Yeah.
You know what? I need to hire Alejandro or somebody for the weekend to get this taken care of. But I'm excited. I think this is gonna be something. I definitely want to talk about the friends with benefits theory.
Yeah, that's one of my notes because I think people get a lot of things mixed up when it comes to sex and emotion.
They do.
And of course, as we are always talking about, you have to deal with self before you can deal with sex,
Yes.
emotions. So we just gonna get into all
No,
of that.
yeah. Shoot, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Um, the first part, like, I have these four things. I call them the four laws of attraction.
Okay.
Okay, so physical attraction,
Mm-hmm.
sexual attraction,
Okay.
emotional attraction, and mental attraction. I feel like
You
I
got
didn't
them
say
wrote down,
attraction.
child.
I do.
Put that in my
I
workbook.
do. I do. Why you stealing my stuff? Anyways, the to me these are the laws of attraction. See what I mean? That most people experience or go through when they're dealing with any type of relationship, especially when it's coming to a personal, um, you know, relationship, like we together. And I think because people expect or they have an idealistic thinking
Mm-hmm.
of how their dating life is. Well, if I'm doing this, then that means that we're dating on this level,
Mm-hmm.
and they're then adding the emotion to the sexual attraction.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, um, of course, the laws of attraction are important, and if you're mixing up uh, your emotions with your sexual attraction,
Disaster.
it's a disaster, and it ends up leaving you kind of in a victimhood state,
Victim, yeah.
right?
But, you're right. It does leave you in a victimhood state, but whose fault is
It is your own. It is your own. At the same time, that's when you get to transparency and honesty.
that? Mm-hmm.
So go back and check out that episode. But at the end of the day, it's because you had this idea. Okay, so let's say we're creating a friendship,
Mm-hmm.
relationship, right?
Right.
I'm getting to know you. I'm really feeling you in the aspect of how you talk, how you carry yourself, what you do, so on and so forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I have a physical attraction already, or a mental attraction, whatever gravitated me towards you,
Right.
right? So now that I have mastered that, and then we cross this boundary into physical and haven't really yet built an emotional foundation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because most times when people get into these friends with benefit situations, they haven't talked about how they really feel about each other,
And what they really want from the situation.
especially when it comes to emotions. Like, you're not saying, well, I feel this way about you, and that's the reason why, I want to see what goes on the sexual level.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, if that's your point, if if you're, well, I feel like this about you, and your feelings are attached to your sexual attraction, again, you're in a mess of trouble. Each thing has its own space. What you say, Quinn?
I say you would absolutely be correct. Hold on, let me get back to my notes on
Oh,
this
get to
because
your notes and
well, first you gotta know what it means to actually separate your emotions from physical
okay.
activity. And a lot of people aren't honest enough to say, hey, I just want to have sex. I just need some sex. And but I'm still, working through me.
Mhm.
Working through me, on me,
Mhm.
so I can get through some stuff.
Mhm.
But hey, I mean, I do need physical gratification.
Right.
People get that mixed up because they feel like, well, if like myself, I can separate sex from emotion.
Mhm.
You,
Everybody should
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Right.
I can separate sex from emotion because if I just want to have sex with you, I'm going to do just that.
Right.
But I do communicate that. I do say, I do let people know, well, if it comes to a point where it may be physical, I don't deal in emotion
Mhm.
on the physical level
Right.
unless we're together. That's when I take my emotion and I put it back in there.
Makes sense to me.
But the thing about that is some people feel like if you as the I can have sex without emotion person,
Mhm.
they feel like, oh well, so some people they are okay with the friends with benefit status at first, and then when they allow their feelings to take over, it's like, but I didn't sign up for
I
that.
didn't I didn't sign up to be
As
in your emotional
right.
life.
And then they start to project their emotions onto you, like, well, you know, you said I'm the only person you having sex with, you da 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 da, this, that, and the third. Yes, because I don't want to have sex with 13, 14 different people.
Facts.
I just want to have sex with one person, maybe another person, one or two people, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're sampling, you may as well sample.
I'm with
Right. So,
it.
um, I'm I'm good on if someone has communicated something to you, stop trying to feed it into what you want it to mean.
Right.
It means exactly what they said. If we
Facts.
have sex, I don't deal with emotions well in the sexual arena. I'm
Mhm.
coming to feel good physically, and then after that, yeah, we can kick it. We can have a glass of wine. We can go out. We can do all of that, but don't be claiming me because I'm not yours. You're not mine. You feel what I'm
I
saying?
feel you.
And a lot of the times that get misconstrued because after a while, let's just say you working on self, everything's going good, you and her kind of vibing, and you cool with sleeping with her, she cool with sleeping with you,
Mhm.
and then boom, one day y'all are kicking it or whatever, and she mad because you answer the phone, and it just so happened maybe the other chick that you screwing,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
Now you're not disrespectful. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm out and about.
Right.
I'll holler at you later. I'll get back with you later.
Mhm.
And then she's like, "Oh, what was that? Who was that?"
Who was that?
And then you all like, "Wait a minute, baby. That ain't. Hold on.
That ain't none of your
What
business.
you right? That I'm here with you, so that's all you need to be worried about. You don't need to be. And then now you blindsided with all these extra like, damn, she tripping.
Emotions. Right.
Right? Like, why you why you tripping? And then
Mm.
they start to feel like, okay, so So you're just a callous ass person. You don't give a fuck.
You don't care about nobody
You
but
don't care about
yourself.
nobody but yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If all you wanted to do was fuck, all you had to do was say that. I did.
We on Facebook. You can't say
Oh, okay. Well, if all you wanted to do was have sex,
that
all you had to do was say that.
word. Big facts.
But that's what I said. I said I
But
want to have sex. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I can 100% guarantee you, I'm not gonna be emotionally invested in you.
people can say that, and I think that's what leads us to the friends with benefits theorem. Is some people, and I won't say all, some people think that they can get with a friend because I'm attracted to you in this way, I'm attracted to you physically, I'm, attracted to you in this aspect. So why don't we just test the waters? Why don't we see what's popping? And
Mm-hmm.
because you have friendship, you have love for this person as a friend. And so by you adding now a sexual attraction into what is supposed to be a friendship type relationship, you're now making this into a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm already your friend, where I'm saying we probably already hang out and stuff like this. So if you weren't flirtatious before, don't be flirtatious now. We do
Right.
what we do when we do what we do.
Right.
And that is what I think people miss the aspect of friends with benefits. Oh, I don't answer your call every time, but I didn't answer your call every time when we were friends. So why is it different now? Because we've added
Mm-hmm.
the sexual element to it. A lot of people can't separate that. They're emotionally invested into sexual gratification. When you're emotionally invested in sexual gratification, it's like a person has to make me you have to be able to do this, you have to be able to be into this and X, Y, and Z because that's how you feel. And most times, because people create an imagination, you see a person that you're physically attracted to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in your mind, you've already like tossed this person probably from sun up to sundown, right?
Right.
And
Right. Right. A couple of different
a
ways.
couple of different ways now. One thing, two or three things can happen. It lives up to your imagination. It doesn't, or it was just okay, right?
Right.
But you unknowingly to this other person set an expectation that they don't even know they supposed to be living up to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now,
Ooh.
let me stop
Sorry.
talking.
Sorry. I'm
You see the
sorry.
feedback.
I thought it was down.
Nah, all good. It's at the 15-minute marks. Pay some bills.
Yeah,
Pay
let's do
some bills.
that.
Pay some bills real quick.
And let
All
me
right.
get my stuff together
Yeah,
while
get
you.
your stuff together while we pay some bills. Shout out to first one on the list always. Shop Black Ego. If you are ready to get your fall and winter wear together, head over to shopblackego.com. They have all the latest fashions, and it is a black owned business. So head over there and go ahead and support. Next on the list is Javanda's Kitchen. Um, she has expanded her juice line and will now be having green smoothies, excuse me, as well as
Mm.
energy shots. So make sure that y'all head over to her page. I'm supposed to actually,
I'm
where's she
finna pin
at?
everything.
Where's she at? Cause she was supposed to be bringing me some green smoothies. I was supposed to have them sitting here, but no. Make sure that you support. They're 100% organic, no preservatives, no additives, none of that. 100% organic. Used them multiple times. They're awesome. Also, if you're in the Atlanta area and hosting an event this Labor Day, check out the Hookah Hose.
Hookah hose.
Hose. All right, they have awesome hookah kits where it comes with the everything that you need, the products, the coals, the tips, everything is in the pack. You get a whole kit. 45 I think is the cheapest. The bigger the hookah, the more you're going to pay, but it's still very reasonable. If you're having an event, as I said, reach out to them so they can cater. I think that's it. I think that's
Garbage child.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's why I
Every
need
week.
you. Every week I
Every
do it.
week.
Also, we always promote mental health awareness, right? So make sure that you get a mental health evaluation. If you don't know where to go to, you can always go to Goddess Child Services. Get an evaluation, see if it fits. If it doesn't, get a recommendation for something that may. No matter what, be preventive when it comes to your mental health awareness, which is also why we do SoulFilled Sunday, right? All right. Next on the
The
list
books.
is the bookies. Y'all need to be reading. I'm not like when we on, you should be like watching, right? But also read a book, mom. Read a book. Our author, Unique Waterfall, has a 4 book series currently on the 3rd book that you can get on Amazon, or you can reach out to her on Facebook, on Instagram. Unique Waterfall. The book is called Two Sides to the Rainbow. It is a story of coming out. It's a story of relationships. It's beautiful. It's every side of the rainbow that you would
Yeah.
definitely want to read about. So I recommend please go and grab Unique's books. All right, and the 4th one should be out soon. We'll be dropping that heat when it do. Can't wait to read it. Also, we got Method to My Madness Part 1 in a 5-part series. It is a book of lust, love, betrayal, justice, murder, all that stuff,
And it's
and
now
and and
available.
it is now available. It is now available on Barnes and Nobles as well as Amazon, or you can go on my website and grab that. So make sure y'all get that's 4 books. Okay, that's 4 books that you can read. Keep them up on a high shelf away from your young children, or they're gonna learn some things. It is
A
what it
few
is.
things.
So back to the label at hand. Have you ever experienced a time where you were supposed to just be having a uh, friends with benefits type situation and it turned into a relationship?
Yes.
Wow, how did that happen? How did that go? Obviously, it didn't work out,
Right.
right?
Um. That's a that was my one and only time,
Mm,
and I felt like I was forced into something that I really didn't want. But I was
okay.
like, okay, cool, cause she cool. But then once I got into the relationship, it was like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then 4 years later, I was like, okay, because I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
And I should have left it at the I should have left it at the friends with
With
benefits
benefits.
part.
Mm,
But at that time, I was also very shallow. So
mm,
she was very, very beautiful, very nice looking, very nice body. I have a thing for muscles and arms and very defined. And I was like, we was cool at first. We was doing our thing every now and again. But once I woke up one day and she was in my bed and like every day. And then I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? She's sexy. Everybody want them. Horrible. Horrible. Worst. One of the worst. I would have to say the second because she's not the worst.
okay.
But one of the worst relationships I've ever been
Ouch. Ouch.
in. And I no ill will now,
Mm-hmm.
but then cause see, you pull that negative energy
Mm,
and then mix it with your own negative energy,
right.
and now you're a bomb. And so when that relationship was over, everything that I thought I said
Mm,
was like, you know what I'm saying? We was just smashing. I wasn't even supposed to be with you no way. You can't do X, Y, and Z. I taught you how to do X, Y, and Z. What you mean? Because this is all the stuff that I resented because I really didn't want this relationship, but I kept it going for my own superficial reasons.
right.
And it caught me up.
Mm,
Now, don't get me wrong. Once we did get into the relationship, I started falling in love with her
mm,
because now the emotion is tied to the sex, and the sex was good.
right.
And I was just like, I had thought every now and again, yeah, I could definitely smash her every day. You know what I'm saying? But once the emotions came in and the relationship just kind of happened, and it was just like one day she showed up and she had all her shit, and I was just like,
Wow.
ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, so I did, and I after that relationship was over, I knew. Then I was like, you know what? I'll never do this again.
Right.
I'll never allow someone's emotion in the physical, be it mine or theirs,
Mm-hmm.
to sway me into something that I really don't want.
Right.
And it just gets to, because it got to a point where she wanted the cake and she wanted the ice cream and then she wanted the whole shebang, the whole dinner. And I'm like, wait, I ain't,
The
I was
T-bone steak too good.
right. I was just trying to be the little dessert. I wasn't trying to be the main event. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't work out that way. So yeah, I decided there wasn't gonna be any more times where I was gonna be, oh, your sex good, I love you. No.
Right. So, and I mean, I think some, well, adults that have had more than 2 to 3 encounters
Mhm.
can agree that they have once or twice gotten caught up in a situation where you let the sexual part determine the whole course of dealing with that person. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, well, because you do this and because you do that, and that's a form of mind control. If you're able to, because it's an attraction, right?
Mhm.
Because it's one of those attractions, you can control a person's mind, body, and soul with, okay, well, I know how to do this, and I can do this to you, and I if you start getting an attitude or something, I like, I can just go
You know what I'm saying?
and and so it's like, nah, that's not, that's not cool. But some people will feed into that
Mhm.
and will be like, well, girl, he crazy. He done blacked your eye 4 times, but he crazy. So I think you have to be mindful of playing girlfriend, boyfriend roles
Mhm.
in a friends with benefits situation, or in a, we just hooking up. When you start running errands and, doing extra stuff, and, oh, can you help me out with this? And, oh, partner, this ain't our setup. What we do is,
We do X, Y, and
you know
Z,
what
and
I'm
that's it.
saying? When you feeling, when the henny is hitting, that's when you supposed to call me. Not when your bank account is close to zero. That's not my job. You call the financial attraction for that. Because that's not that, and then for people to say, well, you should do for me because, well, if I'm giving myself to you, I should be able to come to you and ask you for something. So are you a sex worker?
Well, look, yeah, you can come and ask.
But what I'm saying is, the mentality is, I should be able to ask you for something because I'm giving myself to you physically. No,
No,
no.
because I'm giving myself physically to you
Okay, I
too. Like,
gave
what
you
you
what you was gonna
mean?
get. You got what you was getting. Getting while the getting is good.
Keep it
So
while you can.
keep it while you can, child. Keep it pushing and keep it cute while you need to. Mm.
Just saying.
I'm just saying. Um, you got to be a special type of person. And you got to be a special type of silly to think that you can really have that power over somebody, unless, again, y'all got like a trick or treat type of situation.
Trick or
Trick or treat.
treat.
I do a trick, you give me a treat. Trick
Yeah,
or treat.
trick or treat.
Okay, then. I can't say what I want to say, so I'm going to say trick or treat
Okay,
at the end of the day,
I can do it.
period. So, you know, how often, let's say this, if you're in a situation where it's a friends with benefits, how often is too often?
Um, if it's a true friends with benefits situation,
Mm-hmm.
a couple times a month is enough.
Mm. Why? Why would you
Why?
say? Yeah.
Because if you keep having sex with that person,
Mm.
you keep mixing energy with that person.
Mm.
Sooner or later, depending upon how, for me, this is for me because I know me, I've studied me, and I've done a lot of things for my self care. So for me, if I'm having sex with you, friend with benefits, more than once, twice, maybe three times a month,
Right.
then I'm allowing you the opportunity to have mixed emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it'll be like, because by the time, let's just say we'll use September. Today's September the 6th. Let's say my friends with benefit situation, we smashed today.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get busy. So I really ain't been talking to you or whatever. Text you every now and again. And by the time you build up the nerve 2 weeks later, you build up the nerve to say, hey, what's going on? Did I do something? Woo, the woo, the woo. Then now it's at that time, probably horny again anyway. So let me go ahead and,
Call
yeah, I'm going to
call
call
you
you,
up.
see what's up. Well, I just feel like, well, I'll be over there. We'll talk about it. We going to smash,
Right.
of course. And then it's gonna get talked about. You're gonna say what you got to say. I'm gonna reiterate that I'm not looking for a relationship
Right.
because that is something that needs to be said because feelings do change over time.
Right.
So I'm gonna reiterate that I'm not looking for a relationship and this is not the kind of situation that I want.
Mm-hmm.
And if you continue to sleep with me after that, you're sleeping with me with information that you have. It's not information that I've hidden from you.
Facts.
So once it gets to that point where, oh, well, we've been kicking it for 6 months. No, we ain't been kicking it. We've been sleeping together for 6 months. There's a difference. It's a difference. Did that
Facts.
what?
No, you're right. Like I feel you. Like you're.
We ain't been kicking it for 6 months.
No, we haven't.
I come see you when I smash. That's it. I might, and then a lot of folks got a distorted view of kicking it.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's just say we smashed, I get hungry, I just got paid. You want something to eat?
Right.
And then I take your ass to Bojangles, and now it's like you ain't been on a date. I'm just saying.
Not Bojangles, girl.
Because I was
The
thinking about
biscuits
Bojangles.
good,
Them
man.
biscuits was the.
Wait.
But I'm just saying.
I mean, that's real talk. And again, that's because people base their relationships, if we are being intimate, then we're on a deeper level. You know what I'm saying? Even though you say, "Oh yeah, I can separate my emotions from it." How? If you're what you say is, "Well, we've been kicking it." No, 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 no. No, we haven't. Where we gone? Where we kicked it at? Here in the crib
Over a box of chicken?
over some chicken
Oh, because I bought you that bottle of wine that time.
at one time.
And we had drunk it and had sex.
Yeah.
But that ain't kicking it. That's
Right.
that's Netflix chilling winery and stuff.
Well, because that has become, and again, and that becomes a narrative of certain people and generations. Oh, well, we watching a movie because you used to go to the movies. You know, going to the movies was a date. So now if you sitting on somebody's couch watching a movie, that's a date.
No, not in my book, it ain't.
Okay, well, that's Netflix and chill. So you got all, people out here Netflixing and chilling.
It's only Netflix and chill for me because a lot of times I might come to your crib.
Hulu and holla.
Hulu and holler,
Okay.
girl. So if I come to your crib and we Huluing and hollering and Netflixing and chilling and priming and ribbing,
Mm.
so it, I'm gonna do that because that's who walks in somebody's house and be like, okay, get naked. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Of course you're gonna. No, you don't.
I have.
No, that was pre.
You said who? It's some people that do. Like, look, hey, especially in okay, and then what time is you calling? Because this is like you need to take it back to the old school. Like, let's keep it real. It need to go back to when I call you at like 11, 11:30, 12, especially like after 12:30. Hey, what's up?
What you trying to do?
What's
That's
up?
that's the
I'm finna leave the club. I'm
yeah
finna pull up.
yeah.
That's it.
Listen, that's classic because if a mofo
Mhm.
hit me up talking about yo, I'm leaving the club. I was thinking about coming through. You want me to stop
You
through
know
Waffle
what's
House?
up.
Yeah, go on, stop through Waffle
You
House.
gonna eat?
Wherever you going, come on through. You know what I'm saying? Come through with the hot foods. I'm finna go and eat this and finna go and have my little dessert. And then so I gotta, what time you leaving?
Immediately.
Yeah, cause
Right. You need to, do, and then thank wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Go on about your business.
right,
But
right.
now it's become this thing of, you texting your smash partner throughout the day,
Uh-uh.
and y'all Facebook friends and follow each other on Instagram. Like, no, what part of the code is that? What part of the code is that, bro? Where? I'm telling you, it's not.
Let me tell you. Okay, I'm finna. Okay, so I gotta be transparent,
Mm,
right?
mm,
And I'm gonna tell you why that happens.
okay.
This is not my case, but
Okay.
when you meet somebody that you vibing with
Mhm.
and you cool with or whatever,
Okay.
and y'all have your first few conversations, because I mean, if it's like, oh, hit up the inbox, what's up on the smash, and you agree, then okay, cool. But if y'all, actually having some kind of communication or whatever, and this person likes your vibe, and oh, I'm gonna add you on Facebook. This is before the sex even started.
Mhm.
So they already got you on the social media
Mhm.
before the sex started.
Well, that's understandable.
Right. But once the sex starts
I'm not gonna keep
and
following
the
you
emotions come
because
in,
now you gonna go see what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. Oh, she ain't asked me if I wanted to go have
right.
drink.
Oh, why you ain't ask me that I want to go? Because why you said you were bored Thursday? I called you, you didn't even answer the phone. Um, I meant bored. Like,
What am I about to go
what am
do?
I finna do? Not like if I'm bored and I got smashing on my mind, especially if I'm not masturbating, it's gonna be
Wow.
um single people masturbate. They
I
if they
this
don't,
is
they ain't keeping it real.
self love.
100% self love.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to please you in all aspects before anybody else can. So
Agreed.
right. And so if I haven't done that, when I hit you up, it's gonna be on some what's up? You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? What you doing today?
What's up with
What you got going on?
you? Right.
Busy?
Mhm.
Cause you in a situation when you asking a nigga busy. That was my go-to. Busy with a question mark.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say, no, I'm just doing such and such and such and such. Okay, cool. I was thinking about coming over. Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
And then you keep opening this door for this person who's told you, I am not falling in love with you because you got good sex. Like,
Because people think that they're going to get you emotionally invested. If I spend more time with you, if I have more sex with you, if I do more this with you, if I make myself available in those other aspects, then it's the pick. I hate to use it, but it's the pick me complex.
okay.
Where it's like, oh, well, because I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, you should pick me when you get into a relationship because I've been all of these things for you. I've
Mm-hmm.
been your doctor
Mm-hmm.
when you're sick. I've been, when you wanted to vent, I've been that.
I was your
I'm
listener.
your listener. I'm this, but you made yourself available for those things. Even if that's how the emotional investment comes in, right? If you are even in a relationship with a person, even if we're together, that should not determine the intimacy and physical attraction, should not determine if we're staying together or not.
Right.
What sense does that make?
None.
So why are we doing it? Exactly.
So,
I mean, shoot, that's my thoughts on it. I really, that was kind of a quick wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I mean, based off the topic.
right, right, right. Well, this is this is my thing.
Hmm.
To get to a point where you can separate your emotions from sex, you have to get to a point where you don't depend on sex for your happiness.
Mm.
I don't have to, I can have sex without having sex with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't have to have sex with not one person on this planet because I can do me.
Hmm.
So as long as I'm good with being able to do me, if I get to the point where I'm like, damn, I need somebody to do X, Y, and Z, I got me.
Hmm.
You feel me?
Hmm.
That's what they don't do first.
Right.
When you out here in these single streets,
Mm.
and of course you're gonna want to smash, especially with when you're single. And I don't care how much people try to say this does not happen. When you're single, something about these people attract you. It's all about physical attraction. I don't
Mm.
know anything about you. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, who you are, where you're from. All I know is she fine. Mm-hmm. You hear? That's all you know.
Facts.
First thing that most people say, she can get it. He can get it
Facts.
because that's that physical.
Right.
Now,
It
when
was the
you're
bow-legged part for me. I was like, go
so
ahead.
I can't stand
I know.
you. So, but I love you to pieces.
I know it.
So, when you do get to that point where you cool with you,
Mm.
you can see somebody and be like, she fine, he
Right.
fine,
Right.
and not lust,
Right.
cause that's what you're doing. You're lusting,
Yes.
and you're lusting because you want somebody else to physically gratify you.
Period.
That's why you're lusting,
Right.
and anything you can't do for yourself, no one else is gonna be able to do it correctly
Or
anyway.
they can't do it for you.
Right. Like let's for so many women, I know it's a little bit off topic, but there are so many women and I'm trying not to be I'm trying not to sound crazy, but there are many, 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 many straight women who have not experienced an
I mean, yeah, that's they've done multiple
orgasm.
polls on
And
that. Yeah.
it's like, well, sis,
Or women,
how is
period.
it that you have not had an orgasm? And from the I've known three people who into their adulthood, into their 30s was like, okay, the first time I had an orgasm, I was like 30, 31.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, how did you how do you not have you never pleased yourself? Have you never done this? Have you never tried that? Have you? And then there's a lot of women who is just that proves they want to do the same old thing. So and they just get to a point where they feel like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But when you know you and you know your body, you could take whoever you decide to smash. They got to learn you.
Mm.
And who better to learn how to teach you than the teacher? I've explored me.
Mm.
I know what I like. If you do this and I don't like it, I can. No, don't do that, but do this right here.
Mm.
Now, for me, since I'm just a tad bit cocky, in my mind, it's like, yeah, do this right here. Because for in my mind, I'm teaching you to be better. I'm showing you how to really please a woman.
Mm.
Because what you doing right now ain't working. Yeah. Oh, and a woman who pleasures herself, and I'm not the woman who pleasures myself with the basics. I can do everything to me. Everything and anything that anybody else can do except for one thing.
Anything you can do.
Except for one thing. We're not gonna get that vulgar, but I can do 99.9% of everything to me. So how am I to teach you to give me an orgasm if I don't even know how to do it?
Mm,
That's why a lot of them have an experience. They don't even know how to do it. They
mm.
know what feels good, but they don't know how long they should do it. They don't know how deep they should go. They don't know how not deep. They don't know what size. They don't know what length. They don't know what girth. They don't know the depth. Yes, these are things you have to learn
About yourself.
about yourself because
Facts.
everybody, I know, I knew a chick in high school who was talking about her dude, you know, whacker was like 10 plus. I was like, baby, no, no. And I was a virgin at no, no,
I can count.
no, no. Uh-uh. I can't even count to 10 in those types of situations. I, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, five, six, seven. Okay, seven and a half, seven, and you know,
Three, four.
right at eight. But huh? I don't know no more. No, no, no more
I
numbers.
can't hear you. Where
I
you
don't know.
coming
No,
from?
I don't know. I
Can't
can't see
see
where
me.
you come from.
You can't see me.
So you got to know you
Mm.
in order for someone else to learn you.
Facts.
And yeah, that was. But that's good for a friends with benefit situation because now whoever your new prospect is gonna benefit from all your learning.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
if that's how you take it, and again, that's why it says being able to set up your laws of attraction. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Know that what you're physically attracted to, sexually attracted to, emotionally attracted to, and mentally attracted to, and keep them in their lane. You know what I mean? And it's not to say that what somebody does, mental attraction can stimulate you to want to go into the next attraction.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you have not discussed, and this is my thing with that, if you and the person that you have were intimate with didn't discuss that it was going to be more, or that it was that they were even considering anything of a relationship, don't bring it, leave it. And if you're starting to get emotionally invested, if you're starting to get financially invested,
Mm-hmm.
and all of these different things, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to get hurt. And it's not to say that you can't say that that person is wrong, you can't call them a bad person, but what you can say is, you know, they never did say they wanted to pursue me in this aspect. And that's a hard pill to swallow for some people.
It is.
It's a hard pill to swallow to say, you know what, they never did give me the impression that they wanted to be in a relationship with me. I literally just had sex with them willingly. And
Right.
so now you feel however it is that you're going to feel in that aspect. But that's because, again, why you feeling some type of way is because you emotionally invested yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, at any rate, pay some bills and get up out of here.
Okay.
Have Honey's
Okay.
last words. My last words on it is, like I said, be aware of your attractions. If you know that you do not have the ability to have a friends with benefits type of situation, if you know that you cannot disconnect your emotions from sexual gratification, you should probably be celibate
Yeah.
until you find the type of person that you want to be with, physically.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to keep encountering issues and situations and people that, you know, that, yeah, they may be attracted to you. It's not saying that they're not, but they don't want to be in a relationship, and that's okay. And if you're willing to do what they are willing to do, then follow the narrative. It's one thing my sister says, and I love when she says it. She says, when you understand the rules of the game, you can't get hurt playing.
I see no lie.
So when you understand what the rules of the game are, you can't get hurt and you can't get played because you're playing the game.
Hmm.
So, final thoughts are make sure to please go and shop blackego.com for all my ladies that watch the show. They have the fall and winter wear coming in. It does sell out quickly, so please make sure you go and fill those checkout carts. Also, Javanda's Kitchen has 100% organic detox juice and regular juice. They have just expanded their line to include energy shots as well as green smoothies. Yum. Can't wait to get me some.
She just shameless, just gonna. I was supposed to have it for right
I was,
here,
I
and
was.
now she's all can't wait to get
Can't wait
me
to get
some.
me some. I was trying to be like a disc jockey, you feel me? Back in the day. Also, please go and check out Unique Waterfall. She has a four-part series called Two Sides to the Rainbow. It is now on book three. It is available on Amazon as well as on her website. Or you can reach out at Unique Waterfall on Facebook, on
Yep,
Instagram, or
and in the
and
comments,
in the comments. You know
she
what I'm
posted her
saying?
link in the comments.
She posts. Shout out to family. Thank you for doing that. Also, make sure that you get your copy of Method to My Madness Part 1. It is available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, as well as on my site. Those links are in the comments as well. If
Hmm.
you have received your book, make sure you send the review. I've been waiting. Hey, let me look in the camera. Hey, go post the review.
Y'all go
Okay?
on. Don't just send them to her
Don't
either.
send them to me. Go post them on
Yes, send them to
Amazon.
you. But go post them on Amazon. Give her 5 stars. Um,
10 if you can. No.
Everybody who has a book, just go post the review. We would really, really appreciate
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
And stay tuned. Book 2
It's coming
coming
soon.
soon. Oh my gosh.
Also, and not without further ado, as we always say, mental health is very important. Make sure that you are advocating for your mental health. Check out Goddess Child Services and get an evaluation done. Find out where you are, if it's a good fit for you. If not, get a recommendation for something. But if you need to talk to somebody, if you're feeling on edge, if you just want to vent or laugh or have a good conversation, that is what mental health is. So make sure that you're constantly stimulating that. Again, Goddess Child Services, and that link is in the comments as well. Make sure to follow them on Facebook as well as Instagram. I will pass it over to you.
Alrighty. So, also for those of you on Instagram, could you please go by and add this guy's author page? We made a page for her Instagram so y'all could keep up with the book releases and all things author Genesis
Big
High.
facts.
So I'm
Also,
gonna post that
and I
in the
almost
box as
forgot one
well.
more. Please make sure that on Tuesdays and Saturdays you are following on Blast Radio. They do the uh, truth shows on Tuesday, and then you have Uncensored with Mello on Saturday. So you guys make sure that you go out and follow on Blast. They're doing a lot of big things. You're an unsigned artist or you got music you want to get played, please check them out, and they will make sure to get that up for you for a small nominal fee. Okay, you got to pay to play, baby. Anything else?
No, well, I do have a final thought.
Final thought.
And in with my final thought, I will just say this. If you are one of those people who are able to separate emotions from sex, then you are ahead of the curve.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who would like to know how to do this or what is going on with you, because it's really simple. You just have to get back to you first. Learn as much as because I guarantee you 95% of the topics that we talk about are going to deal with handling self first. So deal with you, deal with everything that you got going on, and be honest. These types of situations would not be as bad if people were to just be honest.
Right.
Give what you want people to give you in
Mm-hmm.
return. Give them what they need from their perspective,
Mm-hmm.
and they will give you what you need from yours.
Facts.
So,
I like that, mom.
peace, light, love, wholeness,
Wholeness and
balance.
balance, all of that, all of that. We'll see you back again here next week. Uh,
Next week, our topic is dealing with broken parental relationships.
yes. So, family dysfunction. Next week we will be going into depth and we're going maternal and paternal and dealing with those issues and that brokenness, those feelings, and how to mend. If you're not ready to mend the relationship with them, how to begin to put those pieces back together for yourself. So make sure that you tune in next week.
Yeah.
We'll be here between 6 and 6:05 because we are melanated people. All right. Now, wholeness and balance, love and light. Y'all be well.
All right.